Hi, welcome to Math School. I just want to give you a quick video in terms of what's on offer with a subscription with the website. All right, so let's have a quick look. So the main website, once you've logged in, you have 4 key areas of mathematics covering the GCSE content. You see algebra, geometry, statistics, and number, and all the content is grouped within those 4 areas to keep it quite straightforward for you. In each of those areas, we have all the content kind of covered. So algebra has all the content for GCSE, and it's quite an extensive list, as you can probably see from there. And you'll also see that it goes in 3 different colours. You've got red at the top, amber or orange or green at the bottom. And that shows the level of complexity. So the first chunk, this is in red, your basic mathematics skills that will cover grades 1 to 3. The middle section covers those real kind of key areas for achieving a grade C or equivalent, which is now for grades 4 and 5 to get a good pass. And then, of course, the higher content, which aimed at those people that are aiming for those top grades, is covered in the green section at the bottom. All right, and that's the same for geometry. You'll see the same for geometry, the same for statistics, number, and so on and so on and so on. All right, so I'm just going to run through what's in each of those so you can see. So I take statistics as an example, and if I wanted to know what a frequency polygon was, then there are 3 aspects to this. There is a lesson in stages, a video lesson, and then, of course, the assessment, which are the quizzes that go with it. All right, so if I go for frequency polygons, as I mentioned, what will come up is you'll see, actually, just want to know if you carry on from a lesson which you've done before. All right, no, in this case, I want to start from scratch. And then what you've got is a step-by-step lesson. And, of course, this is up to you and to your time frame. So I'm going to run through it very, very quickly. So a frequency polygon, what it all is, how you're going to go about plotting them, and so on and so on and so on. And that's obviously going to give you that kind of as a solution. All right, so you can go through that one as quick or as slow as you want. You can go back, you can go forth, and all those kind of different things, but it's there for you to do it at your own pace and obviously kind of look at it. Now, if you need a little bit more time on it, and if you want a bit more support on it, then we have what we call the video lesson, which replicates the lesson in stages, but it's walk through and talk through. All right, so that's walk through and talk through. We'll make sure the sound is down, but you can see from here is that if someone goes through it, and it probably will be me, and you can see every single stage is walked through. And as we kind of progress further into the lesson, you'll see, from my perspective, you'll probably see a little cursor walking around in terms of what's going on, where things are, obviously my voiceover that goes with it. So let's just turn it up so you can hear it roughly in terms of where our age group sits. So that's the kind of idea of it. Okay, but because we've got this range of 0 to 20, and because we don't know where to plot this number 4, then we're going to use the midpoints of each of these to kind of plot it. All right, well, you get the idea, so you can probably revisit that one and you can look at those at any point. So they're the videos and the lesson stages, and with each one of those, there is some kind of quiz that goes with it. All right, so if I looked at, I don't know, calculate the median, I'll open up this one, and again, the same kind of process. It'll probably ask you if I've done it before. Yeah, I've started before, but I didn't finish it, so I'm going to start again. And then from there, you'll end up with a quiz. And all the quizzes, again, they take the same format. There will be 10 questions, all generated from a portfolio of different questions. So it won't be the same each time for you to assess your understanding. All right, so find the median from this data set. So obviously I need to try and figure that one out. I'm going to guess. I'm going to put another number in there, and so on and so on and so on. And I really should do this properly, but of course, I'm just trying to give you a demonstration. So I'll put 5 in there. It's not going to be 5, is it? And so on and so on and so on. And of course, I can skip through. I can go back. These are not timed. This is just about checking your understanding. And then, of course, you need to submit to see how you've done. Well, in this case, I've done very, very poorly. Well, obviously, I can see I've got no wrong. So I can review it and see what I should have got. I should have got 5.8. Look at this one, and I should have got 0.5. So you can see the idea of it kind of giving me the solutions that I should have got. So it gives me time to see how bad I've done or how well I've done, and obviously take it from there. Now, once I've finished, obviously you can close it down. I'll ask you to kind of close it from there, and then what will happen is it'll take you back to where you were before. Now, that's an awful lot of content for you to kind of practice on. I suppose the key element of that is showing how well that you've done. Or we call it have a quiz dashboard, which essentially groups everything together. So you'll see from here you've got all the 4 red areas, so statistics, number, geometry, and algebra. Same for orange and the same for green. And you can see from there is where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are and where you're particularly good and where you need to focus. Now you can see from here my red algebra is looking particularly strong. Obviously my statistics is not. And it might not be a case of being how well you actually performed on it it might be a case of you've just not done it. So looking at this one, I haven't done anything on green statistics by the looks of it. But when I go into it, I can see that I have. I've had a go at some of these, but I've not really done it well enough to kind of pass it and show that I've understood it. All right, so it highlights areas that you need to go away and need to go back to the lessons and revisit. So here you can see I've had apparently 4 attempts at it. All right, and it's definitely not completed. But then if I look very, very carefully in terms of this, I can also see that I've only spent 5 seconds on it. All right, so what I've clearly done is I've opened it up very, very quickly and closed it again, and it's showing me as incomplete. Okay, and same over here, histograms, you can see I spent 26 seconds on it, and again, it's not showing as I've done an awful lot on it. So you can see what I've done before and what I've not done before and how well I've done. So clearly from this, I need to go through these quizzes again and the lessons again to better my understanding. All right, and of course I go back to all this kind of content. So there's loads and loads of stuff there. There's loads of kind of content in there, loads of quizzes in there, and of course you can track how well you are doing in terms of your progress. And obviously if I've completed something and I've got it all right, then I can see. So from this one I can see I've done it really, really well. And I can see for this one I've got a score of 40, so I'm getting there. But of course there's still some work for me to do.